Oh, we are live. Okay. My bad. We are live. Hello, welcome to this match of the bracket section of the 3D Mainline Mario Invitation, not invitational, just 3D Mario Madness, not Mainline Mario. I keep saying that. But we've got our two runners today, Gamut and Midbro. How are we feeling?
Gamut can go first.
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. I
Midbro?
mean, this match is. I think this happened last season, so
Bro
we'll see what
literally
happens.
Yeah.
stole my answer.
Midbro reading the
am-
script,
I
taking Gamut's lines in the script.
I've been sleeping most of the day. There we go.
Yeah. And then
I've
for
been-
comms. Oh,
At
sorry,
school
Gamut.
most of the day. I was responding to what Midbro said.
Yeah. And on comms, we got yours truly, Galax V, and then Ghost TSR. How do you feel about commentating?
Yo. Nothing much. I'm really excited for this match. Really excited to see what gets rolled because both players are pretty close. Yeah, just overall really excited, really excited.
This could be a good match unless we roll 2DMM. Then it might
Oh,
not
for
be.
Then it's
sure.
Jover. Then it's Jover.
All right. Are you guys ready to advance to the wheel?
Sure.
All right. So there's no G2. Bless up, because
I don't get a
Midbro did
ban.
not do G. Yeah, Midbro doesn't get a ban. He didn't do G2 in the LTA, so therefore it's not also not on the wheel. That means Gamut. Which game would you love to ban?
I actually forgot that I get a ban, but then I remembered that I'm banning SMO no matter what.
Oh, come
Gamut is
on.
banning SMO.
Works.
You,
No,
you can
no,
play
that
this.
fucking bird I hate.
That-
That fucking bird.
No
that
one
I
wants to do that fucking bird that I hate.
hate.
All right. Is there? I guess let's just go on and spin the wheel.
Spin away.
Spin away.
The Wheel of Death.
Oh, here we go. This is either gonna be really good or really bad.
It might be
3D
3D Worlds. It might be 3D
my
World.
God.
It is.
You
You know what? I'll use my reroll. I have one.
Hey,
Oh,
Well,
both
alright.
people. Oh, both runners have rerolls. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we're not going with 3D
I'm
Worlds.
using it. It's not. It's Jover for me if it rolls. If it rolls it again,
Land on 3D World again. Land on 3D World again.
it's 3D
It might
rolled
be-
again. No.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It could
Wait,
be Galaxy. It could be
wait.
Galaxy. It could be Galaxy.
Oh my goodness, this is too cool. Wait. What?
3D World. It's 3D World.
This is wrong. Oh.
It's 3D World again.
What the heck?
No.
That is so cool.
Damn it! You still have your reroll if you want to use it. Are you gonna just?
Oh my
roll
god, dude.
Okay,
What is this?
as much as I would have liked to race Midbro and Galaxy, using a reroll on a game that I could that I don't have the disadvantage in doesn't sound very smart, so I'm not gonna use mine.
Okay, modifier wheel. Game is 3D World.
I don't even have 3D world splits.
Oh boy, is this gonna be an
We're
MB
going
switch up?
lightly.
I don't have 3D world
It could be
splits. They got
a-
corrupted. Like they won't let me download them. Oh no. Okay, it's not 2D. Thank God.
I think it's just 90%. Maybe.
Wait, is it?
MB?
Wait, keep going.
Keep going.
Go.
Yeah, it's any
It
percent.
is.
It's
That's
90%.
90%.
There has to be someone operating this wheel behind the scenes. Like, there has to be someone, like, actively trying to control the wheel so that it lands, like, as close to an option as
Yeah,
possible.
for those in the chat who want to know, I'm gonna leak this. Arya has like a command like window where she can type in whatever she wants the wheel to land
Oh
on.
boy!
There's actually a script already made for the entire tournament.
All right. So the category has landed on 3D World 80%. We will be right back so the runners can get set up, and yeah.
Very excited. By the way, 3D World, do not sleep on this game. Very
I don't
fast.
even have splits.
I-
Hello, hello, hello. So, if you were here earlier, you may have seen that the wheel rolled 3D World, but because of I think it was like 6 minute gap between Midbro and zGamuT, and no one really wants to watch a not close match, to be honest. Both Midbro and zGamuT, Midbro took a forfeit. Now they're gentlemaning, and we're going to do a Galaxy race, it's gonna be a lot closer, a lot more entertaining.
Hopefully, it's gonna be closer.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe Midbro will like die in Gateway, and then it won't be that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but so yeah, do the runners want to say anything before we begin, or?
Good luck, Emmett. Good luck, even on this race.
I should probably say that. Yeah, good luck.
All right.
And yeah, we can count down.
All right, Ghost, you want to count us down?
Oh yeah, for sure. So starting in 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
All right, good luck.
Go.
Peace out.
Good.
I'm gonna leave the call for now.
Good luck.
Okay. So right now,
Right
there's a bit of
now.
delay on my end, so
No, it's just
let's see.
it's the commentator's end.
Okay.
There's just a little
So
bit of
both
delay.
runners are gonna be starting off in Gateway. Pretty basic level. It's kind of like the tutorial of Galaxy. So we're gonna be catching some bunnies, and both runners are gonna be trying to collect some starbits. So starbits is kind of like the currency in this game. You collect them throughout the level. They help you unlock some special stars. So runners are going to try to be collecting a total of 1,400 starbits throughout the run.
Yeah, that math checks out. At first it seemed off, and I was like, wait, no, that's right.
So the main strategy for the bunnies is both runners are going to be trying to shoot the bunnies with starbits, and hopefully they bounce right into them. So far, both runners have really good bunnies. I mean, really close.
Yeah, I think a big portion of them getting good bunnies.
Very good
is the
bunnies
fact
from
that
zGamuT.
They're both. Yeah, well, I mean, they're both running on the 3D All Stars Switch version, which means that the bunnies are actually slower than they are in the original release. So they're a lot easier to catch. Some bunnies you don't even need to shoot them with starbits in order to catch them.
You
Both
can
runners
just
also use-
manipulate them, but a lot of the times it's just easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're wondering why is there two cursors, the runners are actually using an extra Joy-Con for the
They're
2P
cheating.
mechanics in this game. So 2P allows you to collect a lot more starbits because it's really, really powerful. The second cursor has a really big hitbox, and also you get the ability to do a jump, an extra jump with the second player. So there are two main types of jumps the runners will be going for. 2P mid-air jumps where you do a homing ground pound and then press the 2P A button. And there's also a grounded 2P jump where the runners will just be going to do a regular 2P jump on the ground by pressing both A buttons on 1P and 2P. So this will allow for some pretty big skips later in the run.
Yeah, not only allows for like big skips, but it also makes some skips like significantly easier or faster.
So,
But yeah.
So after they talk to Rosalina, they're going to be trying to get the first Grand Star. So they're going to be going over planets and learning about the basic mechanics of Galaxy. For example, the launch star pieces on the previous planet and unlocking the Lumas thus far. So the way they're going to be shooting these Goombas or killing them is pretty interesting. If you actually shoot starbits to those purple things, you actually can stun the Goomba. So you can just like long jump and then Get the key. As such. So both runners got the skip first try, so it's actually possible to do a cutscene skip by jumping as soon as you land. So both runners are doing a really good job. zGamuT going the other way, just to freeze the Luma, also to save time. Not bad, not bad. Good job. Both runners are very
Yeah.
close. Like,
Yeah, these
not
are-
even like 2 seconds apart.
These are very good gateways. 40, I think they're both 40Xs. That's pretty good with considering they didn't do gateway skip. I think that was a 405 from zGamuT and a 408 from Midbro. So better than my gold. I suck. But yeah.
You don't suck,
Very-
Alex. You just
I'm-
have to believe.
Yeah, I think my confidence in this game kind of fell ever since I went from like in the multi Mario scene being like one of the best G1 runners to being below average at my level. But that's a story for a different day. Let's just focus on the match right now. So yeah, there's just a main focus of this game that's a lot different than like, you know, your popular SMO, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 64, and Super Mario Sunshine games and speedruns, is that there's a lot of downtime in this game, especially at the start. Yeah, like you have to go through a bunch of dialogue and stuff like that. There's still a good, decent chunk of gameplay, but there's just a lot of time where you can kind of mentally check out, and that's what I like about this game, is that like I can mentally take breaks, small breaks at that. But yeah,
So the
That's why I like
basic
running.
premise of this game is that you collect stars. You need 60 stars to unlock the final level, and these stars are situated in the Comet Observatory, which is like the main hub world of Galaxy, like Delfino Plaza for Sunshine, Peach's Castle for Super Mario 64. The Comet Observatory is the main HUD or main HUD for the game. So there are these things called domes in the Comet Observatory, which contain certain galaxies and which will contain stars that the runners are going to be collecting. So a lot of the routing is based on what stars are pretty much the fastest in the game, while also paying attention to how fast you can get to one dome or the other.
Yeah, I think it's more so of how fast the stars are, more over than just like dome movement, because it's very like if you do a different like dome movement, I think you'll lose less time than like doing a star that's like a minute or two slower than a substitute. But yeah, I believe both runners are just gonna end up doing the same route. There hasn't been many huge route changes in this game in like the past like year or so, year and a half.
A lot of new tricks. So
Yeah, a lot of
while,
new tricks, but no new routes.
So after Galax is finished done explaining routing, we're gonna be entering the first level of the Galaxy in general. Good Egg Galaxy. So both runners are gonna be doing a trick called a Mogus climb because this guy looks like a Mogus. zGamuT unfortunately struggling a little bit. Both runners actually sinking, getting into the launch star. So really good stuff. So here's the first use of the 2P mechanic aside from those 2P jumps. zGamuT is good. So both runners are actually going to be freezing the boulders so they can get star bits. And getting star bits from these boulders is really, really helpful because in future levels where we have to unlock the Hungry Lumas, it'll be like there will be a lot of star bits you'll be collecting. So collecting them early on is very, very useful. Oh no, Midbro accidentally taking a death. Probably the most unfortunate death to take so early on in the run, but thankfully he just spawns on the planet he took the death on, so it doesn't lose that much time. So
Yeah.
zGamuT using a lot of gravity skips. Midbro, you can see it on Midbro where he's skipping the gravity. A lot of small gravity skips is in this game is probably like in general the most like exciting part of the run. So this is the last planet. zGamuT trying to go in first person, trying to see where Dino Piranha is. So this is the first boss.
I don't think he meant to do that.
I know. I mean, I'm just trying to think of some commentary that made him think that actually like works out. So ideally, the fastest way to defeat Dyna Piranha is to go on the right twice and go on the left twice. But going to the left like all 4 times is pretty much easy because you always get the hints to hits.
So yeah,
So yeah, not
even though
bad gateways from both runners.
even though Midbro had that death, the gap is still like not that big. It's like around 4 seconds. So it's still pretty close to race, but yet again, we're only 2 stars in out of 61. A lot of stuff can happen. There's a lot of tricks that can get choked. So yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Tibbs saying Galaxy is a great game. I don't think there's
It
any
sure
bias in that.
is. Booyah! Me when I play Super Mario Galaxy, I say the words boo and yah. So another mechanic of the 2P is shooting star bits is also incredibly fast. So it's actually possible to speed up the polarity text box. I don't think both runners did it, but if you hold 2PA out and shoot star bits with 2P cursor and 1P cursor, you can actually speed up the polarity cutscene. But both runners are going to be entering Good Egg 2. This is the first level that actually prioritizes the Starbit collection. So both runners, the main goal is to get 100 Starbits and feed them to the Hungry Luma, which we will be seeing a lot more often in this run, not just in this level, but overall in the hub world. So both runners are going to be trying their best to collect 100 Starbits within the first 3 planets. And with the ability to use 2P, 2P will definitely help collect some bits, because on the next planet, so first off, they're going to be doing a skip called, they're just going to be doing basic 2P jump to skip having to use the full stars. So zGamuT is actually going to be hitting the green thing onto some of the spiked cactuses to get some extra bits. Unfortunately, you're not getting an extra bit there, but going to be getting some in the final planet. So basically you just need 90 and perfectly fine. So all zGamuT has to do is just walk to the Hungry Luma and job's done. Midbro will have to take a bit of, will have to go a little bit out of his way for some bits. Not losing too much time though to zGamuT. Very, very good job.
One thing as a Galaxy runner myself that I didn't notice until like pretty recently was that like if you enter that one launch star for the Hungry Luma planet with like more in between 90 and 100, then the game will only give you like the amount of stars that you need just to get 100.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
I didn't even notice that. Like I remember one run I entered that launch star with 92 and I only got 8. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that until J Car told me about it. Shouts to them. They're really, really good and cool and based. But yeah, so this is the final planet that. So this is the second and the last planet. Both runners are going to be trying to collect or catch a cycle at the nearby the end. So that small platform that zGamuT's about to pass is on a cycle. So thankfully he was on the good cycle, so he can just skip a bunch of going around on this planet. And for this final planet, you could take a full star, but you can also just long jump and perfectly fine. And that's perfectly fine. Fun fact about this, a month ago, Purple Sun, a very infamous taster for both the Galaxy games, actually found a strat that skips Good Egg 2 entirely, but it is very, very rare to do. So the idea is that you land on one of the crystals at the top of the first planet, and you actually use that crystal, and if you're lucky enough, you get to float off of it and just go like floating into the back. But yeah, some fun trivia about Good Egg 2. Now we're entering a Honey Hive 1. So this is the level with the first big skip. Ideally, you're going to be traveling through different planets to get to the star. But the fun fact is, the star that you're supposed to collect on Honey Hive 1 is actually on the same planet that you land on, so the first planet. It's actually just on the top left tree. So both runners are actually going to be going up and out of bounds to the tree on the other side of the planet, and using that tree and jumping off that tree to the other tree to get to the star. So Gamut is going to be attempting it first. Let's see how he does. With 2P, you can actually do this a lot easier. Unfortunately, having a little bit of trouble with the 2P jump itself. So doing a bit of 2P jumps like so. Let's see if he gets the jump. Very, very nice from Gamut. Very, very good. Midbro having, unfortunately, a little bit of trouble doing it, so having to do the regular method, which is jump. Oh no! Actually getting... Okay, backing that up.
Old?
Getting the 2B jump back
Holy.
up, which is nice. And just like
Yeah.
that, the lead already has just been deferred by a bit.
We're only in terrace though. There's a lot of skips where the lead can just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Ah. Look.
Ghost playing SMO during commentary.
Well, I'm not playing SML, I'm just having the background music play. Trust me, I'm commentating. Okay,
No, I
so-
can tell. I can tell you're commentating.
You know, it's like sidetracking. Like I've commentated a lot better when I'm playing, and it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have pretty bad ADHD, so I got to stimulate myself somehow. Anyways, aside from speaking of stimulating, Honey Hive 2 is another very stimulating level. A lot of stuff is gonna be going on. A lot of stuff is gonna be going on, so pay attention to Gamut really closely. Gamut's gonna be trying to do a skip to get on the tree again, similar to how he did in Honey Hive 1. The camera is absolutely terrible, so he's gonna try his best to backflip and do 2P jump. Oh, perfectly fine. Yeah. So you just backflip 2P jump like that. 2P makes these slope jumps so much easier because with 1P you have to do some very interesting moves. And doing the tower climb with 2-player also will help a lot. So
It just makes it a
Yeah,
lot
but-
faster.
yeah,
Go
for
2P.
sure, for sure. Having a little bit of trouble with hitting the Bugaboom, the baby Bugaboom. It's a very annoying Bugaboom. But still being
that's
able to get
fog.
the star without any issues.
Bro, if you call that mini bug a boss, that's just like an enemy.
It is
Like, I
an
fought
enemy.
bigger bosses. in my
Apparently, they
dorm, like,
decided
having
to
kill
make it
pink bugs.
apparently, they tried to make it a boss in They tried to make it a mini boss in Galaxy 2 for Puzzle Blank 1, and I was really interested by it.
Bro, I'm about to write a whole research paper on the Mandibug Tower.
How do I start the thesis? I'm gonna submit that as my PhD for social sciences.
What? I think I don't think you're gonna get that degree. I fear. Yeah, runner's going into Honey Hive 3. Gonna have to fight the real Bugaboom, not the imposter.
Yeah, so Bugaboom just sent the Mandibug and her child as temporary replacement. So now we actually have to fight the real deal. And while Gamut is so the idea of fighting Bugaboom in general is you don't use the bee suit, which is very ironic considering it's just right in front of you. But we're not going to be using the bee suit. Gamut's actually going to be skipping the bee suit by doing some 2B jumps, long jumps, and yada yada yada. So now
Yeah.
we're actually here without the bee suit. So you might be wondering how is Gamut going to defeat Bugaboom? Not like that, but like he's just gonna just
Bro.
jump him on Bugaboom regularly.
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Unfortunately,
Commentators curse.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I've been there.
So now, these phases you can just use 2P to get on Bugaboom without having to use any of the flowers on the side. And Gamut's probably gonna try to go for a quick kill. I hope so. I mean, I don't know. Actually, just gonna be playing it safe, collecting some bits. So just casually backflipping and 2B jumping on again. Doesn't lose that much time to the optimal strat, only like 2-3 seconds, which is very nice. So yeah, so far really good terrace from both runners.
Obviously, some small mistakes, but all things considered, it's not that bad. I've probably gotten worse terrace. Well, my best terrace is probably worse than this. I need to practice terrace. Just
I
invented
actually
a
don't
new.
know what my worst terrace is. I think for me it's like a 25019 now, but like my
Your
best terrace is
worst?
probably.
What?
I think my best
Your
terrace exit's like a 2413, like no 2419
I'm so bad. My
on
best terrace exit's
VC.
like a 2550 something.
You can definitely improve that. I mean, terrace is all
No
just about.
shit!
I mean, like terrace is all about
I
just
know
implementing
that.
strats as soon as possible. So, if your terraces are like not very consistent, it just could be just the strats and levels you're doing. Because terrace is very, very difficult. People underestimate
Yeah.
how hard terrace is. Like, you got Honey Hive 1 skip. You have to play really optimally for Good Egg 1 and 2 to save time. Honey Hive 2 and 3 just don't make it any better. However, Loop does make it better because it is just not a scroller. So, Loop is the first level that introduces the Manta Ray. So, this is like a fun game. So, if you guys are in chat, you get to play this game. It's the infamous guessing game. So, you can guess the time that zGamuT and Midbro are going to get on Loop. And just for fun, I might be gifting that person a sub to twitch.tv/multimario event. So a free $5 sub is on the line. So guess accordingly. Just make sure guess doesn't end at 247 or 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, but because of, I think it's like G1's
The timer
lack of
operates on
training for
frames
formation.
instead of like real time. So
Yeah, it
the
operates
frame
on
timer
frames.
would skip numbers sometimes because it goes in increments of 0.013. So it'll skip the numbers 2, 4, 7, and 9.
But yeah, another big part of 2P here is that if you're using 1P, you cannot be collecting all these stars that these runners are getting. Your 1P cursor just doesn't show up.
Yeah, so for 1P runners that are trying to do this route, they actually have to do another level instead of loop-to-loop, which is Good Egg 3. And that level
Yeah.
is significantly harder, and you don't get as many star bits. So if you're on 2P, you can just do loop and be perfectly fine star bit-wise. So, yeah.
And Good Egg 3 is slower too. Good Egg 3 is slower by like 10. 5 or 10. Not
So
10,
59.75 for zGamuT, and 59.01 for Midbro.
Midbro
Both
saving
very
those
solid times.
Midbro
Keep
saving
in
that
mind
precious
that they
second.
are going out of their way for star bits, so technically that could be like 58 or 57. We have 2 more stars till we finish Terrace, so.
Yeah, there are. You collect 9 stars total in Terrace, including the Grand Star at the end. So I believe the runners are going to be entering Flip Switch. Very short gimmick galaxy surrounding the little flip switches that you saw at the end of Gateway.
Instead of turning them off, you have to turn them on or make them yellow. As suggested by the actual name of the star, painting the planet yellow. Yellow is a very good color, so I get why they want us to paint the planet yellow. So after the flip switches turn green, you get the star. And to get the star is pretty easy. You're already going to be doing a triple jump, and both runners are going to be using 2P to freeze the spike platforms. So far so good.
Yep.
If I have to take a guess, both runners are on 25 3x pace. So
Yeah,
that is actually very impressive. Like that is definitely a good terrace exit, especially for their levels.
all things considered, it's like
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
not that bad. It's like, you know, Midbro had that death and Goodegg won and messed
The
up
Honey
a
I
little bit.
won skip.
Yeah. Like these are still pretty good terraces. These definitely could have been 24 capable.
So here is the Bowser Jr. level of this planet. So ideally you're supposed to be using a bullet bill, but because of how big this planet's gravity is, the one Mega Leg is on, Gamut can just do a 2P jump and ground pound and can skip using the bullet bill like entirely. Saves so much time. That's one of the things that 2P makes easier. If you're using 1P, you have to essentially do like a very, very scuffed triple jump, which is pretty annoying to do because sometimes it gets dropped. So sometimes that happens.
So yeah, both runners are just gonna be. There's no really big skips for the Mega Lake
I
fight.
just got
Skeleton. Real. But yeah, both runners are just gonna be doing Mega Leg pretty much for the intended way, except for this second phase that Gamut's doing. Usually you lure the bullet bills into like breaking the cage around and then having to lure other ones, but you can just like lure it over. I believe both.
And with that, Terrace is pretty much done for both runners.
Yep.
So Gamut's gonna be getting the star right now. Actually, you know what? That might be a 25-19.
Yeah. Maybe
Wait,
that's a 19.
25 1x. Very, very nice.
Midbro's getting a 25-32. Wait, maybe 31. But yeah, both runners getting their second Grand Star. Not quite done with Terrace. You do come back twice to do some cleanup. But yeah, we're done with Terrace for now. Fountain, like towards the end of Fountain, I think is when the game kind of starts to pick up pace. Like 8
Yeah,
stars.
so Fountain is actually pretty short, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of interesting stuff. A
Mhm.
lot of tricks and skips will be done in Fountain, so if you were like bored of Terrace because it was like the beginner part of the run, hold your horses because Fountain just makes everything a lot better and harder. So be prepared to have your minds blown.
Yep. I mean, you enter. The runners pretty much enter Fountain and have to do a pretty major skip right off the bat in Space Jump 1, using some interesting star mechanics. Not falling in the observatory though. Gamut playing Fall Guys instead of Galaxy 1.
Fall Guys, my favorite video game.
So true.
Yeah, while the runners are, so I'm actually thinking of what I could explain. So in a few stars, and very very soon, after Space Junk 1, both runners, whether you saw it or not, tried setting up Camilla before the run started. So there is RNG manipulation involved in this game, so we'll be seeing that in the next level. But for now, Gamut is going to be attempting Space Junk 1 skip. He's going to be grabbing the star, and if he has the right angle, which is facing down left, he will get the trick instantly. And like such, he pretty much got it. So with that skip allows you to pretty much skip having to collect star chips on the other planet and using that launch star. And having to do that saves a lot of time, like around a minute.
It's very finicky. Like Midbro
And
just missed
Gamut's
that
going to be doing another skip to skip freeing the toads by just doing a small 2P jump. And there you go. So now this final section just involves long jumping and collecting some star bits. Just make sure not to die here. Otherwise that would be pretty bad and lose a lot of time, because after getting those 2 annoying parts of the level and having to fail that is just very, very damaging.
Yeah, a lot of these jumps may look scary to people who don't know about this game, but when you run this game, like these parts when they like fly in, they aren't randomized or anything, so it's very easy to just
You have to
memorize.
make
Like,
sure. You have to have good reaction time. But yeah, Gambit had a really good ending section, so good stuff, good stuff.
Yep. Now both runners are entering the stage where before the run, you know, they went into this stage, went into all the way to the Camilla boss fight, and made sure to set up the cycles to where she gives a shell every cycle instead of normally she would give like fireballs a couple times and then all that shenanigans. But by doing this fight in a specific way before the run starts, they're able to get shells every time. I don't think either runner does bridge skip though. That's just a very hard. So I don't know if it's top level bridge skip.
Bridge
feel like-
skip is actually pretty top level. Like almost
Yeah, I
anyone.
know not a lot of people go for it, but whenever I see people go for it, like they can like it looks lenient, but I don't know.
It is
I don't go
pretty
for it
tight.
personally.
Like you kind of have to like make sure you're on the right cycle for bridge skip, and it doesn't save that much in the end for it to be worth. It's only like 6 or 7 seconds.
It's still a lot of time.
A lot of 219 runners, like for example myself, don't even go for bridge skip. But Gambit actually doing the base strat, which is getting the red shell. This red shell allows for a very consistent first hit on Camilla, so very smart choice on Gambit. Midbro also going for the red shell too. Very, very nice. So manipulation we talked about like earlier was that Camilla is just gonna only throw shells because we set up her pattern so that she throws shells on each phase.
Yeah. And the reason why the runners did the reason why the red shell is more consistent than the green shell is because, like, you know, if you ever played Mario Kart, you know that like red shells actually like home in on other racers. Well, the red shells have that property in this game too, where they home in on enemies when you throw them. So you don't have to worry about Camilla going like left at their first phase or right. You can just throw the red shell right away, and they'll just hit her pretty much every time. It's a very consistent setup. I know a lot of runners do that. I don't do it personally, but just because
I
it's
mean,
so good.
I think I was the one who originally pioneered the red shell strat. There's also advanced movement that allows you to pretty much be equal time save wise with the green shell, so really doesn't hurt to go for the red shell.
Yeah, that's true. All right, both runners are entering Space Junk 3. You get to fight the spider, and this is compared to a lot of the other stars we do here, especially in general. It's just that this is a pretty slow star, but you do this because it's a prerequisite to unlock the Hungry Luma for this dome, and the Hungry Luma for this dome is super fast.
Yo, for sure, for sure.
Makes it worth it. Yeah, as you just saw there, Midbro doing a little bit of a strat where normally you go into that like glass planet and like have to navigate like a maze. But for some reason, if you like ground pound and like spin and then like uncrouch in a way, you can extend Luigi's hitbox downward through the planet, and then you can reach the launch star and just clip in. It's a very cool strat. It looks technical, but it's really easy once you know the inputs.
So here is Terran talk. So ideally the strat is you just hit his back and then hit the 3 pods. However, there is an advanced strat which saves around 6 or 7 seconds, where if you actually shoot yourself and launch one of the toads at Terrantox's back, you can skip having to go around him, which saves a lot of time, not only because you're not going around him, but also because you avoid having to hit him like zGamuT is doing in this current phase. However, the setup for it is pretty weird, so a lot of runners don't go for it aside from like world record holders like Tibbs, Hardcore, CK, Jay, just to name a few.
Speaking of hardcore, Terrantox makes me reminds me of this one tweet that Hardcore tweeted out just like a couple of weeks ago, where he said,
Oh my god.
"Hear me out," and then it was a picture of this boss fight. And then he
Oh my
deleted it.
god.
I saw it. So Hardcore, if you see this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out, but I did mean to call you out. I'm concerned. We are concerned. But yeah, both runners are now going to enter Sling Pod, a very short star, but it's also pretty difficult because it's extremely cycle-based, and the Sling Pod mechanic is super finicky.
It's
Very
a
hard
lot
to get
easier
down.
on the 3DS version because the low sensitivity on the Joy-Cons for the sensor
Yeah, but
help a lot, like stabilize your hand. I know as someone who plays this on a Wii VC, it is definitely more harder, especially because of how like sensitive the Wiimotes are. So if you're like shaking and nervous into Sling Pod, you are most likely going to miss a Sling Pod if you're not paying attention.
yeah. Even then, though, like sometimes I still miss a couple shots because my depth perception is just shuts off.
Sling Pod is, although it is a pretty fast level, it is really important that even though you go fast, you do take your time, because no matter what, the cycle you're always going to get will be the same. So, oh no, zGamuT is actually... So ideally, there are certain Sling Pods you can collect that you don't have to worry about. So, ooh, almost getting hit by the fireball or torched. Oh no! Okay.
No!
zGamuT could have actually backed that up with a 2P jump, but unfortunately taking that small death might actually give Midbro a small chance to catch up if he doesn't screw up this ending section. So let's see what happens with Midbro.
Midbro!
Oh, Midbro
Oh,
backing that up
Midbro!
with the 2P jump, so not missing out on much. Now this race just got even closer with that death.
Midbro, no!
Oh, dude! That would have actually worked if the 2P jump just worked.
Sling Pod is claiming lots of both runners.
I know I lost 23 seconds in my 219 to Sling Pod, so definitely in the feels can relate.
I think any G1 runner can relate. I think my split name for this in any percent is called "Fuck You" in all caps. So I think I lost like 3 runs. I just got irritated. But yeah, both runners are now going to Battle Rock 1. I don't think any of them do the Battle Rock out of bounds trick, so they will be riding the auto scroller, which is perfectly valid.
Yeah, so the idea is Battle Rock 1 has an auto scroller where you activate the screw on a saucer on the next planet and take it, but if you can actually go out of bounds and move out of bounds, which allows for runners to do the trick consistently. So zGamuT is actually going to be just skipping this first planet with a simple 2P jump. Very amazing.
Yeah.
So let's see if he does it right now. Oh, choosing not to. I understand the decision making. It is pretty annoying to fail because this triple jump, mega triple, is pretty finicky. So failing it 4 times will result in time loss. It's a very smart choice.
You don't really need to be a top runner, but you need to be like pretty like super advanced to even understand what's going on with
You need
Bruce.
to understand how to use 2P very, very well. And you also have to understand the fact that when you get out of bounds, the controls get inverted. So you have to be holding left and switching to right at a certain time to chain the long jumps. The out of
Yeah.
bounds movement, I believe, is actually probably the fun part of Broove. Mega Triple, not so much. It is very, very nice.
Yeah, it's a very cool trick to see, but yeah. None of these runners go for it, which is fine. We get to sit and just chill and take a small break from commentating serious stuff on this channel.
Galax has been doing a great job commentary-wise, so give them the props.
I try
Very, very...
I try my best. This was kind of like an impulse decision to commentate this because I saw no one was on it. And
Neither
had
did I.
nothing better to do. But yeah, still a pretty close race between both runners.
So, now we're actually going to be introduced to the first comet level of the entire run. So, this is going to be in Space Junk Galaxy. It's very similar to Space Junk 1.
It's
But
the
you're
exact
doing-
same, except there's
It's
like
the exact same, but you're actually being timed now, so the runners will have to get Space Junk 1 skip pretty fast if they want to complete the comet.
it's super like
Very, very
the
lenient.
timer is super lenient. Like even if you don't go for the skip, you'll still have like 2 minutes left on the timer. Like it's super
For sure.
lenient.
So this
I think
is
it's
the
just
first comet
forks.
that's pretty much triggered. So we're gonna be doing a lot more comets throughout this run. This is just one of those comets, but a lot of the comets in this game are actually pretty fast stars. So we try to route some of the stars so that we get some of the comets as well.
Yeah. The finicky thing is with this game in terms of routing is that you want a lot of these comets because they genuine like a lot of them take like less than 2 minutes, which is like no time at all compared to some of the other galaxies. But like the way that the comet cycles work is that there's like you get a star and then the comet would be there, but if you get a different star then the comet won't be there and you can't do it. So it's very finicky in that regard that like you have to route it so that, oh, I know that this comet will spawn here at this time. And on top of that, a lot of the comets have like certain prerequisites like you have to do. Like, for example, like Space Junk, we had to comment. You only have to do Space Junk 1, I believe. It's either Space Junk 1 or Space Junk 1 and 2, but for like later when we do like Beach Bowl, you do Beach Bowl comet in this run, you have to do Beach Bowl 1, 2, and 3.
Right, right.
There are, I think, like a couple galaxies where it's like, yeah, the comet is pretty fast, but the first, like one of the stars is just so unbearably slow that it's like not even worth it.
It's kind of very interesting to like see like without like all the cutscenes and extra downtime. The Galaxy is actually a pretty fast game because a lot of these stars don't even take more than like a minute or two. Maybe with the exception of some Bowser levels, like 5 minutes. A lot of these stars are done like a minute or two. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't for these cutscenes, this game would actually be a lot more intense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
I think, yeah. Sorry, I just cut you off. You go ahead.
No worries, no worries. So with all the comet cycles, now that you have a PhD in learning about comet cycles for this game, we're going to be getting a PhD in the ball control of this game. So Gamma's entering Rolling Green, which introduces the ball mechanic, where you actually use motion controls to control this ball.
Getting a
So-
tutorial.
Yeah, you're just gonna be using motion controls to control his ball, and gonna be using the ball to skip a bunch of this level. Like for example, at the beginning, Gamma's gonna be doing a small shortcut. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh no, missing the shortcut, unfortunately. So we'll have to be using the ball again to try to get on top. Yeah, but
Unfortunate time
this
loss.
isn't supposed to be pretty difficult. I mean, it is pretty, like, Oh no! Okay, so zGamuT failed to time the jump, which is why he failed to get that. Midbro actually catching up. Let's see if he gets it.
The thing is with
opting-
this, the thing is with this
opting-
strat is that it's just a blind jump. Like you see that there's really like no way for you
It
to
is a
create-
blind jump, but like there are cues you could use. Like for example,
Yeah,
I
there are
used
couple
the
of cues.
so I used the coin the zGamuT just went through, and then I jump, but then I make sure to go to the right as much as possible because a lot of the railing actually just extends to the right. So if you just jump and hold, like if you're facing the Joy-Con down and then right, you're more than likely always gonna get the jump. So at the end, it's a pretty small time save, but the runners are just gonna be hitting the pole on the back so that they're facing down, so that they can just instantly get the star. Or
Yeah.
the bowl breaks.
Yeah. One special mechanic about this game is that you'll see the runners be doing like a lot of like backflips and stuff, and that's because if you're like facing backwards and you like hold away from where you're facing, then you'll get a lot more momentum than if you were to just like hold forward. And they use that a lot to their advantage this run. Even to just get some certain skips and whatnot, but also to just scale like vertical segments pretty easily. Both runners are about to die.
Oh no! Let's
Oh
just hope they
no.
don't die. That would be very,
Galaxy
very
1 runners
unfortunate.
have one joke.
Oh no, what is Midbro doing? Why is he backflipping into this infinite void? Oh no,
Dang.
what is zGamuT doing? What are they doing? Oh wait, they're on the top of the level. Oh wait, they're actually, that was intentional. Okay,
Yeah.
back to the script. But what the runners just did was just a death warp that saves a bit of time at the beginning. It's pretty nice
Yeah.
too because it stops like a lot of these swamps from activating, so makes it pretty easy for the cycle to appear.
Yeah, the cycle's a lot nicer.
Oh, zGamuT having some issues, but managing to do that well.
This section sucks. You either get it really well or you just like fumble. You lose 15.
Midbro
Oh my
getting
god,
the
Midbro.
triple jumps there, which is nice.
Midbro getting a good jump called Dude That's Fucking Sick.
zGamuT not opting to go for it. It is a pretty risky jump, so if you fail it, you're losing a lot of time. So pretty much understand zGamuT thought process in that scenario.
Entering the first Grand Star Galaxy where you actually fight Bowser. Pretty easy fight.
A lot of the Bowser fights that people don't pay attention to is that Bowser actually does waste a lot of time, like going through, shooting fireballs, and jumping up and down. So both Midbro and zGamuT are gonna try and hit Bowser so that essentially he cancels a lot of those attacks initially. The first two phases are this fight is actually pretty wonky because you actually have to long jump into Bowser to get him like activated and such.
Yeah, it's a very odd fight. The Bowser fight in this game works all. It's pretty funky compared to Bowser fights with a lot of like the different games. I feel like every Bowser fight has their own in the 3D Mario series has their own like funky aspect, but this one's just like, why?
You just have to know where to hit
Like, why-
Bowser.
Yeah, it's like, why can you do that? Like, why is that a thing? Yeah, both runners are finishing up the Fountain Dome for the first time. We'll be doing a small cleanup later, but that's not until after we do Kitchen.
But yeah, Fountain has been done. And with how annoying Fountain can be, both runners did a pretty good job. Aside
Yeah,
from
the only-
zGamuT,
I mean, it was Sling Pod that really
yeah,
was an issue.
Sling Pod being Sling Pod, very dumb level. I don't recommend it. If you don't want to do Sling Pod, there is another route that loses 40 seconds, but is very beginner friendly. You got to do a bunch of levels in Battle Rock. So
Yeah.
you definitely can make that work. I know I did the route until I got to 223. I recently changed to no Battle Rock. So if you guys are wondering, like, do I really want to be on this route? Just know that I was on it until 223. So there's no immediate time to change.
Yeah. It's really just like runner dependent on whether or not, on like when you change to no Battle Rock.
So Beach Bowl 1 is actually pretty easy level. The level
Yeah,
that
it's
both
very,
the
very
runners are
simple.
going to be going to.
It's extremely simple. Like, oh, you just normally you have to go and swim and get these shards, but you can just doopy jump. What a surprise! It is a common, like, reoccurring theme that you can just, like, 2P jump over a bunch of the shit in this, game. Big wall, 2P jump over it. Pretty much the main theme. 1P, though, isn't, like... It's a lot slower paced than 2P, in my opinion, because you can't, like, you know, hit these crazy 2P jumps, and...
You have to do a lot of triple jumping.
Yeah, but I still think it's pretty fun. But I was also a 1P runner for a majority of my time as a Galaxy speedrunner, so...
Who is winning this intense Mario Galaxy game? We don't know, Neil.
What do you... I mean...
Everyone's a winner in my book.
Midbro's winning... Midbro's ahead right now, but we're also, like, just started Kitchen, so...
I just think everyone's a winner in my book.
That's the cheesiest thing. In life, there are winners, there are losers.
Oh, come on, Galax. You do not understand the spirit of speedrunning.
That's the 20 or 9, almost 20-year-old grown-ass man saying, "You don't know about the vibes of speedrunning."
I am totally acting like my favorite characters from Cartoon Network right now. I think everyone is losing because it's SMG1. Okay, Neil, that is literally the best opinion you've ever had. I was about to say it was the worst, but then I remembered you actually have good opinions from time to time, and that's one of them. Oh, Toogs with the hot takes right now. Kitchen is the most interesting part of any
I
percent.
mean...
It is until you get to Ghostly 1, and then you really, really regret everything. Because you'll lose like 20 years in Ghostly 1 to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Ghostly 1 is just weird. But yeah,
My goal in Ghostly 1... Oh.
The starter kitchen is just very tame. I mean, that star that they just do is a very short one where it's just like, get the gold shell, bring it to the teacher. The teacher has a star for some reason. Here you go. Yeah, Neil has good opinions. He has to have good opinions because it's his birthday.
Oh,
Happy
it
birthday,
is.
Neil.
Happy birthday, Neil. Let's get a Feels birthday man for Neil in chat. That's what you guys are saying, right? Every time someone has a birthday.
That's what you get for doing Boolean. I think Toogs cooked you on that one, Ghost. That's what you get
I
for
don't
doing
do Boolean, so Toogs gets owned right now. Like almost every interaction or argument I've had with Toogs. I'm the owner. Toogs gets obliterated every time he tries to talk to me. So get wrecked, Toogs, right now. Dude, my goal in Ghostly 1
beefing
is...
with that.
My gold in Ghostly 1 has not improved since I started running this game. It's still a 226 and it sucks.
I have a 225. Get fucked. No. Alright, both runners are now in Beach Bowl 3. They're going to be doing a little skip at the end of this galaxy. Normally you'd have to like... I mean, you skip a section. I don't even know. But like normally you'd have to like go right here on Midbro's screen and then go all the way around. But you can just do a long jump, and if you know where to wall kick off of, you can do that, and you'll be right at the end. No!
Oh no, zGamuT!
He delayed his wall jump or not wall jump, long jump too much, and ended up just
Dude,
ground
it's not-
punishing it.
Midbro got it there. It's a lot harder actually on 3DS, at least for me, because you have no notches. With the Wii U VC, all you just have to do is hold left and you pretty much get the wall jump.
Hold left? Like after the spin, are you talking about?
Yeah. It was
I was gonna say, I don't think you hold left like pretty much like for
you hold left after the spin. So you hold up left, and once you spin, you hold left, and you pretty much get the wall jump.
Alright, Midbro
Dude,
entering
the
Bubble
reason why my
Breeze.
gold sucks is not because of Mansion Clip. It's because of the movement before Mansion Clip. Just using the star in general sucks. Oh yeah, this is Bubble Breeze. Speaking of levels that don't suck, there's gonna be a really big skip in this level. It's so easy. I tried showing this to my brother when he was 4 years old and he got the skip. It's just a basic backflip and long jump.
Yeah, it saves a shit ton of time too. It's a lot.
I'd argue it's actually more easier than the casual method myself.
Yeah, probably. I did the casual method when I was a kid, and I struggled with this galaxy a lot. Midbro opting to just wait for this bomb. Because if you die here, you just lose all your star chips, and you have to go collect all of them again. Yeah. So yeah, Midbro's about to do the skip. Skip in the last section entirely. But yeah, I need to practice this star, because I've died here way too often.
I think a lot of the time save you can get is just by having a really good cycle in the first section.
Yeah, like my gold has a pretty good cycle in the first section, but then like lately I've just been having a skill issue where I think I just like end up going too far back and then sliding into the goop and dying. Because I suck! Where is zGamuT going? You can land there? What? I didn't even know that. Alright. Midbro and zGamuT going into Beach Hole S. There's a enemy that is used for this secret star known as the Cataquack, but because they are using the 2P cursor, they can skip it. They have to use it at all.
It's called the 2P jump. It's a very interesting mechanic. There's a shot you could actually do here. So you're going to be introduced to the Fire Flower, which allows you to walk on water.
Fire? Fire flower?
Ice Flower. Okay. If it was a Fire Flower, that would be pretty bad. You'd be drowning.
Kaizo. New Kaizo mechanic just dropped. But yeah, you get to walk on water. Pretty cool power up.
You can do a shot called Iceless, which saves like a good second. I did it in my run at Pace
Iceland?
2023. Shoutouts to Pace 2023, the Galaxy Relay. Galax
shit
was
was
in
so-
the relay.
Yeah, yeah, that relay was, if a mess was an understatement, but yeah, Midbro just, what was zGamuT doing? What was zGamuT's Luigi doing, bro? Bro has a
Luigi
219
Roman.
and mistakes the Ice Flower for the Fire Flower. Toogs initiating beef with the commentary panel.
Okay, listen, Toogs. Even if my game knowledge sucks, at the end of the day, I still have a 219. Oh. Burn.
Alright. We are now entering Ghostly 1, the last star that we do before
My
doing
least
some
favorite
clean
star
mechanics.
in entirety of Kitchen, because it is pretty
Really?
much my least favorite star.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean that's valid. Yeah, the star, sometimes I feel like I do it really well and I just like end up losing like 4 seconds and it's like just like Damn. That's what I say. I say damn.
Dang. So the section Midbro is currently in right now where you have to collect the star chips is why I really, really dislike Ghostly 1. It's really hard to like keep momentum with the star.
Yeah, the Rainbow Star has very weird controls. The more that like you run, the more sharper your controls are, pretty much, because you have more
Yeah.
speed in general. So it's like, it's very easy to just like hit the stick like right or left on accident, and then just end up just going flying into the wall losing all your speed.
So yeah, essentially what Midbro did there was mansion clip. You clip into the mansion from the bottom, which is really nice.
Yeah, for some reason it only has like one-way collision. Very weird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing mansion clip too. The hardest part about mansion clip, in my opinion, is probably not even the clip itself. It's just having to be under the thing itself if you're not having enough momentum. But yeah, both runners doing a good job. So after you complete Ghostly 1, you actually have the option to talk to Luigi, but we're already playing as Luigi, so some very funny dialogue would be playing if you actually played Ghostly 1. So instead of Luigi saying, "Oh hey bro," because you'd intentionally like first rescue him with Mario, with Luigi he's like, "Oh hey me, what are you doing here? I didn't know you existed."
Yeah.
And some funny dialogue initiates. So they're going to be accessing a Hungry Luma star and also talking to Luigi. This will activate some Luigi only moons. And we're going to be collecting all of them because they're pretty fast.
Did you say moons?
Oh my goodness. I mean stars. S-T-A-R-S.
You threw me for a loop there, but yeah.
I
There are
suck at
certain stars
astrophysics,
that-
so pretty much everything's the same to me. A star, a moon, a planet.
No, it's because you're playing SMO. That's why you said moons. We know.
I am no longer
Yeah,
playing
my phone.
SMO. I'm currently on the home menu watching the runners right now.
Hey, I'm not dissing the grind. But yeah, pretty much like yeah, talk so yeah, pretty much like you talk to Luigi for starters, but then you have to go talk to like Male Toad for the other two. But they unlock super fast stars, like the shortest, like a couple of which are like the shortest in the game. But yeah, now they're entering Sweet
Sweet Sweet is basically like the stereotypical long jump server, but not server, but long jump star.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty
the
much
long
like
jumps in this level are pretty annoying if you don't know what you're doing. You could lose like
yeah.
easily like 5-10 seconds if you don't know where you're long jumping.
Yeah, and it's also like you can also get like a bad long jump angle and just die and lose a lot more than that. But yeah, now we're gonna go back into, or now Midbros and zGamuT. Once zGamuT finishes Sweet Sweet, they're both gonna go back into Terrace, do a couple stars there. Now that we have both Comets spawned and the Luigi stars in play, we go back into Terrace and do a Luigi star and Good Egg and a Comet and Honey Hive. Both are really Midbro celebrating the 220 SOB. What a legend. Not a very easy sum of best to achieve. So good GG's.
219 soon, I believe.
Yeah, 219 SOB soon. My sub's only at 223 still. But yet again, I don't
I
really
have a
care that much.
216, pretty high 216 on VC.
Yeah, I'm a 120 main, so I think my sub on 120 is like 527. But yeah, both runners are entering, in terms of gameplay, the shortest star in the game. I'm pretty sure. Him getting a spin bonk on the house. Yeah, normally to get this Luigi, you'd have to go to the underside of the planet and enter the orange pipe to get up here. But like, you can just like literally just jump up here, like so easy. We are also now entering the first cosmic clone race. Pretty much some sort of cosmic atoms metamorph into Luigi, and you have to race him to the star. But for Honey Hive, you can just skip like a majority of the route for the star anyway, so it's a free win. Unless you die, which Gambit has died a couple times doing this star. Before the 602, when
You'll be fine.
he'll be fine though. I think he figured out what he was doing wrong. Let's see how Midbro fares up.
Oh, going for the interesting method for it. Okay.
Interesting.
Still getting it.
Interesting. Isn't that like the method that most people do?
Yeah, it's the method most people do, but a lot of people go like further left. At least I know I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just like walk off and I hope that I make it. But yeah, also, as you saw, like Luigi just went yellow for Luigi went yellow for Midbro and he just went yellow for Gambit. Pretty much what they did is they did the inputs similar to a long jump like at the start of the race, and it gave him a little extra boost, extra head start. Now we're just gonna enter kitchen again, do a couple stars, and then do Airship Armada, and then we are pretty much on our way to bedroom. Boring bedroom.
I'm surprised you guys find bedroom really boring. At least for me, I know it's like one of the hardest domes for me.
It is. I don't know. Probably because like I don't really go for that many like strats. So bedroom is like ridiculously consistent for me.
Bedroom
Like, I know in-
is super hell in general. I think like the only hell level is like just the Bowser level for me, but I mean I understand why some people find it easy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Bowser 2 is just like difficult, but it's at the end. So, all right, both runners are doing Beach Bowl Comets. Basically,
It's very
Beach Bowl
similar
free,
to just
but
the last planet of Beach Bowl 3. Both runners are going
everything's
to
a
be
little
doing
bit
this again.
I gotta practice this stage. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at that skip. I miss it a lot. But yeah, back to like talking about bedroom being consistent. I think in my match against Arya when we rolled G1, I think in bedroom I put like 13 seconds off Sob or something like that. And I got like a low 28, so it wasn't that bad, but I think a lot of my golds there are also subpar. Like I still have to get a gold that gets like a good HBO max.
What's your gold right now for HBO Max? I mean, mine's like at 229, and it's pretty consistent.
I think I've only done it like twice in runs, and the first time I didn't even save time with it. And the second time I died once, so I think it's like a low 3.
Right, right.
I don't know. I dropped it this strat for now because I had a run where I thought I was getting really consistent at the trick, and then I was on PV pace going into HBO Max, and then I went in with like 20 lives and I ended up gaming over.
Oh no!
That was yeah, and that was just the most demotivated thing ever. So
I
it's
think
like I'm dropping
a lot
now.
of people just don't know how to set up the angle for the trick. It's actually pretty consistent.
Yeah,
if you know.
it's just yeah. I know I'll figure it out at some point. It's just that like I feel like I could get
Oh
better.
yeah, by the
times in
way,
game
runners are going to be
without-
doing another game where you race the spooky speedster. And it's very fitting because soon is going to be Halloween. So the
Yeah,
spooky
3 weeks.
speedster might be coming to your house asking for candy. So be aware.
If the spooky speedster shows up at my house, asks for candy, I will call the police.
Why is that so funny?
What the fuck?
I found that so funny. He's tweaking.
Okay.
Bro's tweaking. What is happening?
The runners have just finished the race.
Bro's tweaking. What the
Bro is upside down. That's crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Is that your roommate?
You don't want the balls to do it again.
Shut up.
You don't got the balls.
This is so
bro.
good.
You don't got the balls to do it again.
Okay, both runners have just. Okay, Gamut's about to finish Ghostly 2. Midbro is going to be going to the Secret Star. So, this is a star that contains Keyless, which is a strat that allows you to skip a bunch of Ghostly S at the end, because it is kind of like an auto scroller. So,
Yeah, if you don't do any keyless strats, it's just pretty much like a 30-second auto scroller. It's very slow. You do get like 30 star bits, but it's like at that point it's just like it's not really worth even.
right.
You you either lose 30 star bits by doing the skip, or you lose like 30 seconds. Pick your
Especially
poison.
with 2P. 2P just makes
2P
the
is
trick
very
pretty easy.
Yeah.
As opposed to 1P. With 1P, you have to do like a bunch of invisible wall jumps. So with 2P, you just have to do one wall jump, and you just have to just essentially just do a 2P jump, and you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I didn't start doing keyless until I started using 2P.
Same.
Because it's that easy.
Yeah, like Midbro just wall jumps like where those coins are. Like it, even though it isn't invisible, like part of the ball, you can just wall jump like where those 2 coins are, and pretty much be done.
Yeah. Very cool strat. What is zGamuT doing?
Oh, he's probably going to be doing the 1 key method. So that's an MKK exclusive trick. I don't know if MKK does it, but essentially you can actually not do keyless, instead just do 1 key where you get 1 key and then just do a 2P jump. It's a lot more consistent too, but yeah, not many people go for it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that strat was like a thing. Very
This is
interesting.
probably like the one level where you actually lose time to JPVC. So the cannons in this game work pretty interestingly. Like, if you can zoom out like far enough to do an insta shot, which is on Japanese on the virtual console version. So
Yeah,
Midbro had to take some time.
Yeah,
do that.
you can't even look, because on JP you can hold down the Z button to zoom out, but for some reason on the 3D All Stars version you can't.
Right.
Makes that cannon shot a lot slower. But yeah, fighting Bowser Jr. for the second and last time, because even though there is a Bowser Jr. fight available to do in Engine Room, all you need to do to unlock the final level is you have to complete the bedroom dome and get the 4th or the 5th Grand Star. So that's really all we do, because you know, if we were to get the last Grand Star, it'd be pretty slow. Not only because the stage itself is like 3 minutes long. When you get the Grand Star, I don't if you notice, like you have to go with the cutscene of like you fly in from the dome, and then you get the whole cutscene of like you just unlock the next dome. So it's just like it's incredibly slow. It's like not even worth it. The only categories where it's worth it is obviously like 120 because you have to do it anyways, and like Cometless.
Right.
Oh no. But yeah. Midbro, I believe that was a 111 pitcher exit. Pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad.
Pretty much first half. GamuT's looking like, depending if he can get this hit, yeah, it's a 112 for sure.
So
Not
my
bad
PB
either.
actually got a low 109, so Midbro's like 2 minutes behind it. If he plays second half really well, I think he can definitely PB by a good amount. which is crazy.
I don't know what his PB is. I think he has like a 226.
225 last time I checked SRC.
Probably 225. I don't know. But yeah, before they advance to the next bedroom, they're gonna go clean up a little bit in Fountain. Gonna do a Luigi Star in Battle Rock, and then also do Hurry Scurry.
That's so crazy.
Hurry Scurry Galaxy. So I don't know
Very
if you paid
boring.
attention. Midbro was talking to Luigi, so we're gonna be getting the second Luigi Star in Battle Rock. So if the runners want to do it, they can actually just do Battle Rock out of bounds here. But I don't know.
Yeah, Hurry Scurry is pretty straightforward. You just collect the notes. It's a very, very, very simple galaxy. Now Midbro is going to go to Battle Rock 1 again. Riding the auto scroller, I presume. And then gonna go get Luigi at the end of the auto scroller. And then moving on to bedroom. Whole bedroom for a
Even
reason.
though I can't hear
Boring.
the music for Battle Rock, I really like the music for Battle Rock.
Yeah.
Probably
This
one
game
of my.
just has a lot of the orchestral work on this game in terms of the soundtrack is just really well done, really nice. It really holds up well, especially considering this game is from 2007.
Aw. So Midbro not opting to go for Broob, which is understandable.
Yeah, Broob I don't really think is worth it for a I don't even know a time that you'd have in order to start going for Broob, 221, 220. Maybe even lower if you feel like it's being consistent. But... One thing that's nice about any percent versus 120 is that you have to worry about way less star bits. Because both runners already spent 800 star bits, so past that from, way back when we did Sweet Sweet to pretty much the very end of the run, you only need to collect 600 more star bits per drip drop, and that is very easy to do. You don't even need to think about collecting star bits, and you'll probably collect more than enough. You'll probably collect closer to 8 or 9.
Okay. So now, after doing this small cleanup in Fountain, we're actually going to be accessing the fourth dome, which is the bedroom. And even though people like to say it lives up to his name, being a very sleepy dome, it's definitely a pretty hard dome to.
Yeah. I mean, I think every dome is relatively difficult in their own regard. In some way. They all have their really difficult stages.
I think Engine and Kitchen are definitely the most relaxing because, in my opinion, I have a lot of fun with Engine.
I mean, yeah, 80% Kitchen is pretty easy. Well, 120, it's like probably the hardest dome in the first half. I don't know. I also haven't ran 120 in a while. All right, GameT also finishing up, going into bedroom. Still a pretty close race. There's a lot of stuff that can happen between bedroom and engine that can make the tides turn.
These levels, so Free Sim 1 is definitely a pretty finicky level if you don't have everything going your way. So you first start off with catching this penguin here that's like really fast and makes fun of you for being an old fart. But we gotta show him that we're not old farts. And once catching him, he'll actually reward you by giving you a launch star. So now that we're on the main planet of Freeze Flame 1, we're going to be doing a small shortcut at the beginning to get to the ending very fast.
Yeah. A lot of the stars in bedroom are either like really easy and not difficult. Well, that's what easy means. But like really easy and straightforward, or like really difficult with a lot of movement and or strats. So there's really nothing in between. You just gotta make sure that even though like you might get bored playing bedroom, if you're like a majority of the community, you just gotta stay on top of it and you'll probably play well.
Remember having actually really solid Free Sim 1. Didn't notice too many mistakes.
Yeah, the fight can be really finicky. The hitbox on Baron Burr is really odd.
Apparently, you just have to backflip, and as soon as you backflip, like,
You have to
can
spin
just
like
like
super early.
take and pretty much perfectly fine.
You have to spin like super early for that, but yeah. Okay. You know, I believe Freesim 2, yeah, Freesim 2 is next. There is a very big gravity-based skip in this stage. You skip a bunch. It's a very big time save. Very worth it at any level of speedrunning. You pretty much skip a bunch, like, obviously, I just said that you skip a bunch, but, like, you go straight to the end from, like, halfway in the mission. But yeah, each star in Freeze Flame, that's not a comet, spawns in on this donut, this Taurus. Except now, instead of having to catch the penguin, you have to collect the 5-star chips.
We don't need to use the pull stars, we just need to get them for...
Yeah, we just need to...
for launching the launch star. Okay, so this second plan is going to be very interesting. You might be wondering, is it possible to skip some of this part with the gravity? And the answer is yes. So we're going to
I
be
mean,
doing
if you ask...
jump,
I mean, if
and
you
then-
ask that question, like, a majority of the time, it's gonna be yes.
there are a lot of skips
And, like...
to do gravity-wise. But this one is pretty broken because you can just long rip to the end.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is kind of shaped like a sandwich almost, where it's like there's like two halves and like you're navigating the gap that's like in the center.
You can just cheese this ending section by just long jumping to the torches.
But yeah, I believe what's next is Dusty Garden 1. Another bunny catching stage, because Nintendo loved catching bunnies.
But we're actually not going to be using star bits like we did in the first Galaxy. It's actually
we're
very
using
good.
gravity. We're just gonna use gravity instead. zGamuT at approaching the end of Freeze Flame 2. Pretty close race. Both runners are still in the same dome. Yeah. There isn't really much to say right now. As we approach like the end of Gust Yarn 1 though, there are a couple minor gravity skips that we do. Mainly using this flower to get super far into this normally longer planet chain. But you can just go to this like last one and then triple jump and you're on the very last one where you kill this little purple guy. Not a reference. And then you go to the cube planet where we get to catch our 4th bunny. I think. Yeah, no, you don't catch any bunnies past Gateway. At this point. Midbro missing this, having to go chase this bunny. He fared up pretty well though. Not that big of a time loss. I do that occasionally too. It's annoying, but you just gotta back it up.
Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I know it happened to me in my PB. It's very annoying. Now we have an even dumber level, Freeze Flame 3.
Yeah, this level's so finicky. It's a very cool concept where it's like, oh yeah, Freeze Flame 1, it's just all ice. Freeze Flame 2, it's all fire. And then Freeze Flame 3, it's fire and ice. But with that, you get a lot of like combination of concepts and ideas. Like, you know, you use the ice flower to skate over lava, but a lot of it is just like poorly tested. So it's very easy to just like lose time here for stuff that's just out of your control. But if it does go well though, it's pretty fun. Definitely one of the better stars in Bedroom, I must say. The more entertaining ones.
So Midbro just did a small skip at the beginning where you skip going around by just doing a tap jump, and the gravity takes care of everything for you.
Normally you would have to go light up some, or like unscrew some sort of screw to unlock that fire flower, but you can just like jump over the gate. There's no roof.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So here's the last planet, which has a really high chance of trolling you if you don't know what you're doing.
Midbro, no! Dying at the start. At least he only died at the start. It's a small death.
Right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of the deaths that happen in this section occur like towards the star at the very end, and that's like a 40-second time loss. Yeah, Midbro! Getting trolled by the Goomba. Opting to get that ice flower, which is nice. Good choice. Opting to get all of them, which fair. Played safe, played safe. Don't want to run out of the limited time ice flower. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. I think it's Freeze Flame C next. I don't know. I don't remember the route that well. We'll see. It's either HBO Max time or we do a little bit more Freeze Flame. It's HBO Max time. Do you want to explain it? Because I think you know a lot better than I do.
Okay, so ideally in Gusty Garden 2, your main goal is to be going through like different planets. Like you kill the molds, you go to a planet with apples and worms, and then get to the boss fight. However, it is possible to skip pretty much everything after the first planet or so, by pretty much doing a toopy jump in a not so precise location, but pretty important location, and then holding a specific direction so that you land in the gravity field of the fight. So what Midbro is going to be trying to do is going to be going to the specific fart, which is pretty much near where the launch star ends up.
Did you just
So
say fart?
Oh,
I could have swore you said fart instead of fart. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
no worries. Okay. So Midbro is going to be using the launch star to not lose that much time. It is possible to skip that first climb if you're careful, but he's going to be standing in a pretty precise spot. Don't think that's the right spot, but that's just me. Okay, he's having trouble finding the spot. Okay, yeah, so that's the spot there. That's there. Having a little bit of trouble with it. Okay, that looks good. Nice. You just have to
Got
hold
it.
down right, and pretty much got it there for sure. Gamut's heading up here. Let's see how he does. Having to okay,
Little
so
funky.
Gamut might actually have a little bit. Okay, as long as he holds down, pretty much fine. Yep, both runners getting it really quickly. Good job.
Make it look so easy. I think I just need to sit in a VC with like someone just like one day and just
If
grind
you're
it out and be
down,
like,
we can VC. I pretty much have gotten like the most annoying thing is trying to find the angle, but the angle's actually really lenient if you stand in a specific spot.
yeah. I mean, I'll probably figure it out at some point. I'm just not playing G1 right now.
What game
No,
are you
my-
playing, Mr. Galax?
My
Isn't
biggest
that-
priority. I'm probably gonna do G2. Gammon, please don't die here.
No.
I think he's chilling.
This
Yeah.
mole guy reminds me of someone. I don't know. He reminds me of. I don't know. I have a feeling I recognize him from somewhere, but don't know exactly. Okay, after we're done with Gusty Garden 2, we actually go into a pretty fun level, Free Slim S. Probably the best level in general in Bedroom because Free Slim S is like such a fast-paced level. It's super
Yes.
fun to do and get the movement.
It's
as well.
very, very. It's like with 2P, it's like even 1P, like you're still doing a bunch of vertical base movement, like a bunch of triple jumps and backflips in quick succession. It's really interesting, and even like at like a low level, it can be pretty fun to watch and do. We'll see how the runners fare up. Oh, Gamut accidentally triggering the penguin to go the wrong way, but that doesn't lose that much time. It's just a little bit of a nuisance. But yeah, this race is still really close. HBO Max was
It could just take a death from Midbro actually to just like
yeah.
little-
I mean, HBO Max was just kind of like a big factor of like this race, this gap could get even wider, it could get shorter, and both runners played it out really well. They did a really good job of just even though a couple of them were a little sloppy, like the setups and stuff, it was still sick to see. The one and shitty thing about Free Sim S is these stupid ice bats. Worst enemy in Galaxy. It's not even close.
even if you freeze them, they'll still find a way to screw you over, which is very annoying.
Very clean for Midbro. Oh, Gamma having a little bit of trouble getting on this first snowman. Really? Merry Christmas. I think runners are gonna do Freeze Flame Comet, the second out of 4 clone Comet, Cosmic Clone, or Cosmic Race. I think that's called Cosmic Race. Cosmic Clones are in G2. But besides that, this time you get to race it on the end of Free Swim 3, except it's all ice. Which is kind of interesting because the only like quote unquote prerequisite to unlock this comet entering the cycle is Free Swim 1 only. Whereas you do this on like a Free Swim 3 section, which always kind of baffled me, but that's just me probably geeking out. I'm geeking out!
Geeked out.
I'm geeked the fuck out! But yeah. Very short stage. Nothing too special here. Gusty Garden 3 coming up next. Pretty simple stage, except at the end there's a small skip that you can do. Skip a good chunk of the last section. Pretty easy though, especially with 2P. See, that theme is coming back where it's like 2P makes things a lot easier if you're to do a 1P.
So this first planet, there's gonna be a small skip, and accidental collection of the yellow coins. But the yellow coins actually will be really important because they help trigger a rainbow star, which is gonna be used to collect the secret star in Gusty Garden.
Oh, GameUT getting a ton of momentum from that tippy jump. Almost going completely around the planet. No, GameUT's spinning a little too early, missing the launch stuff. It's still anyone's race for sure. Alright, Midbro approaching this skip at this this funky like block section. I don't even know what Nintendo was thinking when they made this. It's very interesting choice considering it's like a Sky Garden themed galaxy, but I digress. Kind of goes crazy.
Yeah, like there's very nice gardens in the other galaxies, and this is like, oh, there are random blocks and technology everywhere. Just completely ruining the vibe of Gusty Garden.
Remember getting the skip though, first try. Normally you'd have to hit a bunch more of these arrows like the one that GamuT just hit. And just
There's another
have
strat you
them
can do, which is even more advanced. Oh my god.
that
You could have just made it without the spin. That's crazy. But still doing the spin just for safety.
Yeah, better be safe than dead. Alright, entering in the I think this is the only Daredevil Comet you do in the route. We're gonna fight Major Burrows again, like in Gusty Garden 2, except you only have 1 health, and I know both runners took multiple hits of damage, so this might be a little bit of a struggle. But we'll see. They might also be like, oh, I took damage. I'm gonna play it a little safer. I don't know. Yep, as you can see, you know, using the star bits to slow Major Bros down and hitting him quickly. Nothing too big of time saves. This is the thing with bedroom. It's like either there's a shit ton of stuff to commentate about, or it's just like, yeah, this is just like normal gameplay. I can't really
This
speak
is
much
done
on it.
before.
Yeah, it's either like we've done this before. It's just like there's nothing special to speak. Oh my god, damn it! I was dying. Both runners also playing really well, so there's no like big mistakes where it's like, oh no, oh my, like they're just playing really well, which good for them. But yeah. Like, these are really clean bedrooms from both runners so far. But we still have Bowser.
Sure.
We still have Honey Climb and Bowser 2, and those can be really big time losses.
So Gusty Garden Nest, like I said, we're gonna be collecting the yellow coins.
Yeah, we're pretty much repeating Gusty Garden 3, except we need to collect these question mark coins to unlock a rainbow star, and then we use the rainbow star to run into the golden chomp on this caterpillar-like looking planet. And there's a star in it. Very, very fast star. Yeah, Gusty Gardens I think is an example of just like routing, because Gusty Garden 1, 3, Comet, and S are all really fast, but Gusty Garden 2, even with HBO Max, it's still kind of slow. But even before that, like it's like 3.5, like even without the trick, it's 3.5 minutes. So it's like, just because of the fact that, you know, Gusty Garden Comet is like 1:45. Gusty Garden S is 1.5 minutes. Gusty Garden 3 is relatively short as well. It's like, it makes it worth it to route in Gusty Garden 2. Alright, Midbro entering Honey Climb. I'm gonna do an interesting strat where, since this is a vertically based level where you just use the bee suit the whole time, you can do this little thing where if you jump off the honey, spin as like almost as soon as possible, and like hold neutral, you can get a ton of like height, and that can make you skip like entire sections here.
Yep.
It is really finicky though in 3DS because of the fact that you need to hold neutral, and sometimes that can be really hard without a notch.
And sometimes Joy-Con drift can occur when you least expect it, so that can literally kill all your speed. Both runners having a good time though, so not bad.
I think Midbro missed it at the first, but I think he knew how to back it up. This planet you don't use it at all because you're moving from left to right. It's just a waste of energy and time. Damn it! Oh my god. Almost getting clocked by a meteor. Yeah, like, this strat is pretty much free on Wii. But it's just the fact that, like, it's very easy to just, like, lose all your speed because you hold the wrong direction or you get a wrong... Damn it, no! Damn it, no! Almost falling all the way down.
The speed, wow.
Managing to get back on his feet. Still a very close race. Probably around like 10 seconds or so. I didn't look at Midbro's exit there, but we're looking at like 145s in terms of bedroom exits from each runner. That's pretty good. My PB I think has like a 148 or 149, so they're both on like 225, 224 pace even. Bowser 2, though, is definitely the hardest Grand Star level in the game. I will not be taking other opinions because I'm right. So yeah,
Yeah, I agree with Galax this time.
like at any level, this is just a ridiculously hard stage.
And on
Like,
top of that, you have to go really fast if you want to save time. So you really can't sleep on this level.
yeah, it's like you're super cycle based. You're doing a bunch of 2P jumps. Any like miscalculated jump could be like instant death because all this purple shit will just kill you instantly. Um, yeah, and Midbro is now approaching what is known as plus skip. So normally you call plus skip because the platform you have to ride an auto scroller for like 40 seconds is shaped like a plus. But if you do a precise long jump and you can just skip all the gravity. So let's see if Midbro can lock in and hit it.
Just hold upright for the entirety of the trek until you land like that, and it works. Oh, almost getting the 2P jump. Let's see if Gamut can do it. Oh, doing a 2P jump just for sag. Love it.
Yep. Very clean Bowser 2 levels, but now we
Is
still have to do
Gamut
the
gonna be
fight with...
doing the shortcut? Okay, not really.
The shortcut is really finicky. It doesn't look that hard, but it's pretty precise.
It actually isn't. I mean, I've done it before, and Angle's really weak. You just have to hold down and then just do a 2P jump, and then you're perfectly fine.
Midbro missing the early hit there. Luigi couldn't get up in
Bowser's
time.
fight is very similar to the one in the first phase, but Bowser's actually just gonna be attacking you if you spin him, so you gotta attack him back. This gets pretty. This is pretty easy for like the first two phases, but for the third phase, you need to continuously spin. So they're gonna be doing a strat called the spin cancel, which you cancel your spin by jumping like that, and essentially you get to have a chain amount of spins. So you spin, you jump, you spin in the air, and then you spin in the ground. And even though like Luigi won't be able to spin like intent immediately, he'll still have this weak spin. So he can spin like easily. That was pretty scuffed from Midbro's end, so
Yeah,
still
as
very
long as you
good.
don't get hit though, you're pretty much fine. Because if you get hit, then he'll like restart like the phase where he has like breathe fire and stuff, and you have to cancel that cycle again. We are like, this is like a 3 or 4 second gap between the runners. This is a very close race. Gamut just I think just gradually gained a bunch of time on Midbro in bedroom. Gap was a lot bigger going in. It's a lot smaller going. Obviously, next to none coming out. We got Engine though. Engine, it's pretty easy, but there are a couple things that can be really finicky, especially in like Toy Time and Gold Leaf that can cause major time losses. It's looking like a 145 from both runners. Very, very nice. 145 bedroom exit. We are well beyond halfway done with this run. Just got like 20 some stars in engine, not 20, like 10 or so stars in bedroom, maybe. Bedroom, oh my god, engine room. 10 or so stars in engine room, a little bit of kitchen cleanup, and then we are about to defeat Bowser and save Peach. Yeah, this is a very close race. I'm very glad that they decided the gentleman because this is a very interesting watch. Yeah, this is the last time we get to experience this Grand Star cutscene. This run, but yeah, as you can see, we have 16 stars left before we have access to the final Bowser level. Engine room has a lot of very quick stars though, so. Ooh.
You just collect a lot of them at the same time.
Yeah, Gamut opting to do double Luma bounce, just a very small optimization in Observatory. Doesn't save that much, but it's really easy and it looks pretty cool. So why not go for it? If you miss it, you lose a couple seconds. But both runners are now entering the Gold Leaf Galaxy. Some stars in here can be pretty finicky. You mess with a lot of janky geometry. Some shitty camera angles. So we'll see how the runners fare up. But like as a trade-off, it's like super short. Like every level in this galaxy is like extremely short. Except purples, but you don't get to play any purple coin missions in any percent. So that's post-game content.
Yeah, it's only viewable if you pay $120 to see one of the runners do a 120 run. What? Beast Assassin 67?
Mr. Beast!
I don't know why he's asking me that. Anyways, back to Galaxy. Even though 64 is a cool game. Both runners are going to be going to the first planet.
Yep. Both runners are going to catch this. I believe, yeah, this is the last bunny you catch in the run.
They're going to be using star bits, but there's a more consistent way to do it.
Assassin 67.
Okay,
I do know who that guy is. Why?
There has just been there's an interview with Beast for I think he was like an underdog in the whole Pace 2023 game.
Oh yeah, for Pace, yeah. He was the
Yeah.
underdog for the PLTA. But yeah, back to Galaxy. Midbro and Gamut are both gonna go into Gold Leaf 2. This is similar to Beach Bowl S in the fact that he uses a bunch of Cataquacks, but we skip a majority of them. We don't need them. They're very, very finicky enemies when it comes to trying to use them for gameplay mechanics. What the fuck? Ghost listening to some goofy ass shit over here. I'm hearing people like slip on bananas.
Lower that, please. I'm so sorry. Anyways,
No, it's fine.
I hope you enjoy that, though. It's pretty funny content.
It's a little bit nice to fill in like the silence of where it's like I don't know what to say while I'm commentating. But yeah, Midbro's about to
I do
utilize.
want to say now with Gold Leaf 2 because this is a very annoying level. First off, we're going to be doing a triple jump here to get to this island where you don't have to use Cataquacks. We just have 2P. Also, skip we're going to do at the end. Skip the V-suit entirely. So, the 2P, you can actually just do a 2P jump and jump on the flower, which is pretty lenient, by the way. Don't be intimidated.
Midbro doing the stump jump variation, triple jumping off of a stump, and super clean, super
Ooh,
nice.
Like butter. Can you play
Gamut getting trolled by these Cataquacks. Getting super trolled. Mega trolled.
Miles. Yes.
You know what? How did Miles get involved in here? I get paid every day on a week.
remix. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what kind of version. I think Gamut's gonna do Crump. Maybe? Hold? Ooh, missing it.
Gamut finds Crump easier than Stump.
Oh, he got on the flower but didn't get the jump.
Gamut should do Sky Flip Crump. That's my strat.
Yeah. Midbro now entering Gold Leaf 3. Normally, you'd go off to the more so to the right and do a bunch of platforming. But you can actually do a little bit of a nice little wall jump off of this tree, or well, unless you do that triple jump. But normally you could wall kick off that tree that swing was on, and then just get up here. I get paid every day. That's an interesting strat. Using 2PA to get that spin. I should start doing that. That's really smart. But normally if you don't do that spin and land on the fence, you land in a cutscene trigger, and that actually not only just play cutscene, but it actually activates the boss. So if you're able to like just land on that fence, what you can do is you can just You can just like hit the ball without ever moving. Oh, Gammon missing the spin, having to fuck. Having to do the fight. Holy shit!
No.
Double. Midbro not entering toy time, having to do toy time 1. Very.
Toy Time 1 is actually my favorite level. It's pretty. It's like very similar to Free Swim Less, where it's really fast paced and goes really, really well.
Yeah, it flows really nicely. But yeah, armpit skip though can be very, very dumb. As in, if you just watch the match between Arya and me and just watch my armpit skip where I just randomly turn around midway through my wall kicks twice and lose a minute and a half. But enough self promo. I'm gonna stop waffling about my own performance in this tournament because I'm no longer in the tournament. I fell off.
You are in. I'm so sorry. You are in the tourney in our hearts, Galax. You may not be in the tournament, but you will always be in our hearts.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I died in real life. That's how I got eliminated.
It's birds.
Midro opting not to do like a 2P jump there. Which I'm a little surprised, but I respect it. If that's the movement that's in your muscle memory, then I can't diss it. I do that for a couple stages where I could use 2P, but I don't because 1P movement doesn't it doesn't move that much, and it's just, I have it down better. Alright, Midbro approaching armpit skip. Normally you have to like unscrew a bunch of screws and just go on different body parts on this robot, but if you can get yourself to start a wall kick chain in between this moving arm and the torso, then you can just wall kick all the way up. Oh my god. Why couldn't have that been in my run? I don't know. But yeah. You just go to the head and you ground pound on this big ground stone tower thing. Very clean from Midbro. He is killing it right now. He has not had a major mistake. GamuT's just gonna need to play extra well. See if he can try to
Or Midbro needs to die somewhere.
Yeah, either GamuT's gonna try and just move faster and close the gap like he did in bedroom, or Midbro's gonna have to make a major mistake. Alright. Now we are entering yet another cosmic race. This time we're gonna do a similar tree skip type deal to what we did in Gold Leaf 3. Gonna use the tree, or maybe not the tree, maybe just triple jump, 2P jump, like both winners did in Gold Leaf 3. Just cheese the entire stage, easily win the race, get the dub. GamuT finishing up toy time 1. Very nice, very nice. Very clean from Midbro. Let's see how GamuT does. I believe we either start C-Slide or we do more toy time. No, we start C-Slide. So yeah, C-Slide 1 is an auto-scroller. An auto-scroller that no one has figured out how to skip because the auto-scroller is like pretty much led by an NPC.
Non-playable character, by the way, that's what it stands for. I don't know why you said that.
zGamuT missing the boost at the start. Getting a weird slope jump off the log. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Alright, both runners now in Sea Slide 1. Well, I mean, zGamuT's about to enter Sea Slide 1, but very, very boring. Pretty much just super... No, it's just an auto-scroller. It's just pretty much just like a minute and a half long auto-scroller. If you've been watching the whole time, maybe this is a good time to get up, get something to drink. Use the bathroom if you need to. All those things. Yeah, pretty much premise is just like, you follow this whale. And you gotta go through the rings.
Why is the summoning salt music playing on your end?
What?
Sorry. My brother's playing.
I was like, I did not hear a summon and salt in my life. I don't even know what I'm saying. But like,
This is such funny commentary. Alex, we gotta do more races. Or commentate more races.
yeah. Maybe, we'll see. I'd be down to do more sandbox, because this time, I'm good with commentating like sandbox stuff, because you don't have stuff like this outside of like SMS first cutscene, where it's like, I have no clue what I want to say. Like, I don't have anything to say about this auto-scroller. But we're kind of back. We're back. Midbro's out of the auto-scroller, so there's more stuff to talk about. We got Toy Time 2. This level... We pretty much do this level because an unlock, you can do Toy Time S in this level, and Toy Time S comes along with Toy Time C, which they're both really fast stars. Yeah, especially Toy Time C. Toy Time C is like a minute and a half, not a minute and a half, a little bit longer, but you get the idea. So yeah, Midbro is going to collect these 5-star chips, but I do not think he's going to be screwing in the screw. Well, first doing this triple jump 2V jump to just get in the screw gravity. So yeah, normally you'd screw that screw in because the 5th-star chip, or not the 5th-star chip, but no, it is a 5th-star chip. I'm being dumb. Is at like the very top here, where you can't reach it without the screw being pushed. But if you're just like using your second cursor, you can just 2V jump your way to the greenness and not have to watch the cutscene of the screw being screwed in. Saves a couple seconds. Pretty useful. Pretty easy too. Now we get to meet Mario by getting these 5 silver stars. zGamuT also, not screwing in the screw because, he has the non-trivial advantage to not
Oh boy.
use the tippy jump and not need to, use the screw. Now, we're going into a very interesting star with a very interesting mechanic known as surface swimming.
You swim on the surface. You might
Yeah,
think,
pretty much.
hey, isn't that what people already do, IRL? Well, not Mario. He likes to swim in the water. Or underwater.
Yeah,
But if you actually hold down and continue to swim and surface, you'll actually be locked to the top of the water, and you can swim continuously. Saves a lot of time over just regular swimming, and more
Yeah.
importantly, the shell.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time because normally when you're just swimming regularly, like your speed is capped, but the speed cap when you're surface swimming is a lot higher when you're locked in on the surface. So Midbro opted not to do the one at the very start because on 3D All Stars for some reason the water level is a little lower. So if you saw that black gate he swam through, you get caught on that like 95% of the time, and you just lose all your speed. So that's a fair choice to just not do any surface swimming there. It would only if you get past the gate, it would only save a couple seconds. But yeah, as you can see, you're using the motion controls. This is a very tiring
Midbro
star.
passes these. So after Midbro passes these blocks, he's gonna start swimming.
Yeah, as you can see, Luigi's just like locked in the surface, and you can see he's going a lot faster than he was before. 55 seconds, not that bad.
Very
of a
good,
time.
actually.
Usually you want to aim for like sub-minute. I believe is GamuT gonna do this first surface swim? I guess not. Or is he trying? He got it, and he got over the gate, so he probably saved maybe like a second or two over Midbro.
Still has to do some kind of long jump or ground pound, so that.
Yeah. Yeah, because normally you can only really surface swim on water that's like flat. GamuT, get out of the water! GamuT, go. Yeah, usually you can only surface swim on water that's like pretty flat. GamuT! Yeah, and you thought the surface swimming was over? Well, it's not.
We do it one more time.
Yeah, one more time, right after the last time in Seaside Comet, because pretty much in the same area as like the start of the Seaslide 2 race, but you're racing a Cosmic race, and it makes it a lot easier, the Cosmic race, because this one's actually like really difficult without the surface swimming. It's very easy to lose. GamuT getting a 58, pretty good time.
Midbro getting the surface pretty fast, so good stuff on
Yeah.
him.
Usually if you just hold straight down after you ground pound in the water, it'll take at most like 3 resurfaces before you'll get locked in and can start surface swimming. I've gotten instant surface swims a couple times, but they're very precise, and doesn't save that much. It only saves like a couple seconds each time you do a surface swim.
Hold on.
Yeah. No more surface swimming. Midbro now about to do Toy Time S. We gotta feed a hungry Luma. Actually taking a picture on his Switch. Bro is
Gotta capture the moment. You know what
capture the
they're
moment.
saying?
Exactly. But yeah, Midbro right now. Gotta collect 50 Starbits for this hungry Luma. And then gotta press a bunch of flip switches. Yep, feeding the Luma now. We get to go and press a bunch of flip switches on this weird chain. This planet is very finicky, especially this section. These like moving boxes are it's very easy to like accidentally just like slide it under them and get crushed, or sometimes you'll just be like walking, running up against one, and it'll just kill you. Very, very odd. And then these moving platforms can be really dumb. And for some reason they're bigger in Comet than they are in this stage, which is, I find it really lame. Because just because they're barely small enough in this in S where if they're like on like an end, so you see how like Midbro it's like kind of in the middle. If they're like stuck in an end, you can still like stand on it barely. Where's Midbro going? Challenge. He's going to the star. That's where he's going. We got like less than 20 minutes left of this race. Ooh, Gamut going for a good cycle. Ghost just crying.
No, I'm actually laughing.
No, those are tears.
No. I still remember the spooky speedster joke you made like an hour earlier, and I'm still laughing.
That wasn't even that funny.
No, the calling the police over the spooky speedster. That was like, I don't know why
That's
it was
funny.
laughing. I have weird humor.
Known. Alright, Midbro now entering Toy Time Comet. Pretty much just Toy Time Secret, except everything moves a little bit faster. That means it's even easier to die. Or just like lose a bunch of time to just getting shit cycles. So far, so good. Ooh. Yeah, Midbro is just playing out of his mind right now.
I think he's on PB pace. I actually don't know though, but
He might be. This engine's been pretty good for him. He's just been holding steady ground. Like, yeah, this gap has been pretty close. Like, the whole time. And just Midbro's just not been crumbling under the pressure. Unless he just doesn't know that, like, he's ahead, which is valid. Like, I remember during my races, I would, like, unless my run just started getting really shitty. What was that? What?
hey
Yeah,
yo.
it was just doing some weird shit. Average slope physics, I guess. But, like, in my races, I just wouldn't, like, look at my opponent, where my opponent would be, unless the run got really bad. I was like, okay, I'm definitely losing. Oh my god! Gamut just got crushed. Gamut, please!
Oh my goodness, that was so close.
Midbro, pretty much done with engine. Just gotta do a very short star. Toy Time S. Or Toy Time. Gold Leaf. Least scuffed Toy Time Comet from Gamut.
That level always goes wrong no matter what, so...
I mean, as long as you don't die, it's like... My standards for that are just like so low that if I just like don't die, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're chilling. But yeah, Midbro collecting a bunch of music notes. I'd say the gap is around a minute. It's not over till it's over, but... Midbro is about to exit engine room. Do a little bit of cleanup in kitchen. Doing boy bass and drip drop. The reason why we delayed boy bass until now is because if you didn't see in Battle Rock L, the color of the star was green, and you need to collect 3 green stars to unlock the trial galaxies. And the first and third green star you collect will take you like to the observatory. So if we were to get Boy Base S, which is a really, really, really fast star, which is also green, like first before Battle Rock L, or the Luigi star for Battle Rock, then we would have been sent all the way to the observatory, and the routing
That
would
would
be a
lose
little
a lot
weird.
of time.
We'll lose a lot of
Especially
time, yeah.
considering we have to get one more Hungry Luma star.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Boy Base is definitely a good galaxy. Very fun. Midbro not getting a... Midbro! Okay.
Oh,
Almost
he's
not,
about-
almost not luring one of these underwater missiles, torpedoes. But yeah, luring the torpedo into the weight, lifting all this underwater stuff. So now we're gonna see, since this is very, unless he can't get out of the water. Okay, but it's a very vertically based stage, so we will be seeing a lot of 2P jumps. Just got to navigate, and then now usually you get 5 blue star chips to unlock pull stars, but you can just do a 2P jump out off of that spring, and then just get into the final gravity field of this Pokeball.
Pokeball. It's a Pokemon reference.
It's got to be a Pokemon reference. Oh yeah, we are reaching endgame, pretty much. Midbro's got Boy Base S, which is a very short star. Drip Drop, which is, like, also very short. And Honeyhive Letter, the last Luigi star. And then it is Bowser 3, the longest star in the game. Which is funny because it's the last one we do. Oh, zGamuT taking a little bit of a spill, but managing to recover. Yeah, sometimes if you're standing on like the very edge of a platform, you go to do a backflip, it'll just like push you off and you'll just ground pound. It's annoying.
Okay.
But yeah. So to get to Boy Base Secret, you open that pipe, go in it, and then you gotta lure this bullet bill to the cage on the underside of Boy Base. Very clean. Midbro using some 2P to freeze some of the stuff that could get in his way. Very smart move. Really quickly, before Midbro does Drip Drop, if you are new here and didn't see any like pinned message, I don't know, I'm not in the chat, so I don't see if it's pinned or not, but if you haven't noticed, the wheel actually rolled 3D World at first, but since Midbro's minute gap is like 6 minutes behind zGamuT, and this would be a lot closer, which it is. zGamuT, no! The bullet
Oh
bill
no,
hitting
having to get the bullet bill again.
the electric orb or whatever. I don't even know what that thing is called, but like having to get another one. But yeah, pretty much what zGamuT and Midbro agreed to play Galaxy in exchange for Midbro taking a forfeit. So even though Midbro is probably might win this race,
He's not
if he's
gonna
win,
win.
he's not
gonna advance.
He's not gonna advance because he took the forfeit. But still a very good race and very good performance from both runners right now. Midbro entering Drip Drop, very easy with the 2-player mode because you can just freeze these eels with. Oh, Midbro, the last one's getting away. he got it though.
He'll be able to catch it. Oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
he still got it.
He got it. Yeah. The one thing that you really need to understand in order to get good at Drip Drop is the fact that like if your eels are off cam, they won't move.
And also using the light on the shell helps you aim like a lot.
Yeah.
So you have to
Especially
use
with
that
1P. Because 2P you can just freeze the eels and it'll be like, okay, we're chilling.
And even then, you still have to like work on aiming.
Mm-hmm. I remember like I did a specific route as a beginner where it was just like I used majority red shells because I couldn't aim that well. Remember talking to the
Mickey D
male
route. That's what Mickey D does.
Yeah. Well, I learned it from Latchers, but yeah, Midbro talking to the male toad for the last time, unlocking the Luigi star in Honey Hive. Gonna quick grab it. It's very short star. Let's see how zGamuT does though in the meantime with Drip Drop. Pretty good so far. I mean, with 2P, it's not. Never mind. I should not speak.
Oh no.
Gambit opting to do this first, or this second, because the other one got away from him. He needs to get a shell somewhere. Now, oh, now it's the game of where's the eel? There it is. Okay, now we just gotta find our way back to the ship, and then we are good. Midbro finishing up Honey Hive letter. Honey Hive Luigi, whatever you want that L to stand for in the splits. Entering Bowser
So
3.
depending on how well Midbro plays, we're looking at like a low 225 or high 224.
Yeah. Pretty good performance. Gamma are looking like 226, maybe 227. Yep. Midro's gotta watch this Rosalina cutscene. Oh, it's unskippable, so I think it's one of the main reasons why Bowser 3 ends up being so long, is because this cutscene is like a minute and a half and you can't skip it. But yeah. Game about to talk to himself, snag the 60th star, and gonna enter Bowser 3 alongside Midbro. Alright, the cutscene's ending for Midbro. And he is now officially in Bowser 3. Fate of the Universe. Lots of technical movement here at the start, and the fight is really
Gonna be
nice.
making an early cycle by doing
Early
Suzuki jump.
At least try to. I always miss the early cycle because I'm arrogant. But enough about me. These runners are about to finish their speed run. Ooh, using the 2P jump to barely get that early cycle. Very, very nice. Midbro saving that on his Switch.
Really like that clip, so take those.
Yeah, it was a very clutch early cycle. But yeah, you've got all these mini like biome planets type deal where you've got like the fire planet, the ice planet, the quicksand planet, the space junk planet.
And then you finally get to the last planet.
Yeah, which is like a cave where there's like a bunch of bullet bills and thwomps and lava. It's very easy to die in the cave, but we'll see. There's also a bunch of different ways to actually like approach doing the cave, so I don't know if Midbro's gonna go for any of the... Yeah, he's doing the normal one, where you just wait for the thwomp to go up. Sometimes you could make some really crazy cycles, by like going a little earlier, but they're really they're pretty difficult and also really risky. If you miss it, you lose like 30 or so, maybe 40. Midbro is entering the fight. What a stage performance. Hold, hold. Oh my. Stance! From Midbro.
Dance.
Stance. Gamut, I don't know if he got early cycle there. My end had a little bit of a lag spike, but you got a good stance for Midbro. Oh, Midbro bonking on the stairs. Average G1 runner moment. Just bonking on the stairs. Midbro is officially in the fight. We are looking at a pretty solid 225 pace. Pretty low 225 pace. So yeah, this fight has 3 phases. The first phase is Bowser turns into a boulder. zGamuT. Okay, almost dying because he took a couple extra hits on the in the firebar section. But in this first section of the fight from Midbro, Bowser turns into a boulder. You gotta hit him in a specific area. And he is chilling. In this second phase, instead of just hitting him with a spin, you're gonna have to... Oh my god, zGamuT. Getting a spin bonk on the cannon. Doing some really weird movement. Very, very, very... Good backup, good backup. And I completely missed the second from Midbro. But, as Midbro's going into the final phase, we're gonna get another stance from zGamuT. You ready for the stance? Stance! Stance! So yeah, there's the last stance. And Midbro's in the final phase of the fight. Pretty similar to the phases that we've seen from Bowser 1 and 2. Let's see if Midbro's gonna do the strat known as Task Strat. Oh my god. No, we got the fake Task Strat. No.
That was actually really close.
That was really close. Unfortunate, but normally if you get a Task Strat, you could pretty much just like hit Bowser, land on the fireball, and then it'll cancel out like that rolling cutscene and saves a couple seconds. And Midbro is done. That's looking like a 225-10.
Very good.
Very good, yeah, pretty solid. Only a couple mistakes in early game from Midbro, but his bedroom and his engine were super clean.
I didn't see any mistakes.
Drag. Someone needs to get Midbro in here. Arya. Colon 3. Alright, well.
I think after Midbro finishes, I'll probably have to leave. I have to go eat dinner, but...
Alright.
I lost. but I won.
225-10 from Midbro. You
I
lost,
lost.
but you won.
I lost, but I won.
but
Hey,
I got a fake
at least-
Task Strat. That's
honestly-
so stupid. No, okay. I want to say this right now. I was in
That was
call
a
with
scam.
Milton and Abel, and they were like, "Go for it, go for it." I'm like, "I don't know how to do it." Abel goes, "Walk left and hope."
That's
And I
literally
just-
how you do Task Strat.
That's
It-
the
we're-
best
it-
Task Strat I've ever seen.
That's
Dude.
pretty much how you do it.
36 seconds off PB.
Oh, you do have a 220. Okay. That was really good, though, from you. Your second half was crazy good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, Oddme.
Yeah.
It-
It
it
rolled
rolled-
3D World.
It rolled 3D World, so
And-
Midbro took the forfeit, and they gentlemen to playing Galaxy instead, so it was a
Yeah.
closer race.
Yeah, because it was a 7-minute difference, and we were close this entire race. That was.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
guys
this
were
was
really
more
close.
entertaining. This was way more entertaining than 3D World.
Yeah, it was more entertaining to commentate. I think it was more entertaining
Yeah, I
to commentate.
mean-
I know a lot more about Galaxy than I do about 3D World.
Yeah. I
and
enjoyed this a
zGamuT
lot
is
more.
done.
Let's go.
That's looking like, yeah.
GG's.
GG's to zGamuT. That's like a low to
Again,
27.
I lost, but I won. No, I lost, but yeah.
That
You
race could
won,
be
but
a
at
lot
what
closer,
cost?
But I threw so hard and then.
Dude, did you see we were like 4 seconds apart going into engine.
Yeah.
We were 4
see
seconds
that.
apart. Like, we wanted a close race and we got it.
It was close until engine.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
There's a lot. He had
Gold
good
Leaf 2
yeah.
mainly.
Gold Leaf 2, Gold Leaf 3, Boy Base S, Drip Drop.
But
I'm not gonna name
swear-
off your time losses.
I swear.
227.07.
I'm cursed with Gold Leaf 3 this tournament. Literally, like every single. I've done 3 Galaxy matches this tournament, and all 3 of them I lost a lot of time in Gold Leaf 3 because like I missed the spin when going into the boss arena. And that's not normally a strat that I miss. I have no idea why I've missed it every single time I've played this game for the tournament.
It
I don't
is
know.
what it
but
is.
I had a lot of early game mistakes, and I'm only 36 seconds off PB.
Yeah, you guys both have really good PB potential in this game.
I got 227 at best.
Keep pushing, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to keep pushing, but it's also we're starting 602 season.
It's 602
October.
season. I mean,
It is
yeah.
602 season. So I mean, honestly, I'm
I
not gonna.
lost the match, but I won the race.
Yeah, you.
Bro,
I
people are
think
gonna be
I'm
so
gonna
confused.
but
This
thanks for
is
letting
gonna be
me
so
talk.
confusing to people
Good
who are
luck to the
watching.
runners and tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's just got to be like pretty like bold.
Oh, ghosted.
Bye,
Ghosted.
Ghost.
But okay.
Yeah, he had to go eat
there
dinner. But
it was very confusing because like the results are gonna say like that I got a better time, but like if only the wheel rolled the galaxy by that one little inch.
yeah, that would have been sick. So yeah, Gamma gets to advance in the bracket. I don't know who he's gonna face.
Aria.
Facing Aria next.
Oh, yep.
Which
The Retreamer.
honestly, that match
That could
go
be a-
either
that
way.
That could be a
there
close
are
race.
games where we're both like really close in PB, but there are also some games where I would just get rolled.
Yeah, you guys, that would be definitely be a close race. That if you're watching to the
Did
viewers,
you
that
die in
could
Good
win.
Egg 1?
No, I had a really bad good egg one, but I didn't die.
I died.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, bro
that
died. It was a small death though. It wasn't that bad. You still got
wasn't too
sub 9
bad.
good egg 1 egg, but that's really all that
Somehow.
matters.
Somehow.
Also, I got
So-
405 gateway.
Yeah, Midbro got 408. I was like, holy shit, those gateways were clean. And
take it.
yeah,
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me
G-
in the tournament.
GG's to both runners. Yeah, Midbro, unfortunately, you are
Okay.
eliminated.
Live Midbro reaction.
You have been evicted from the Multi Mario house.
602 season. I want 20.
It is 602 season.
I
That's
want
kind of the
every
nice thing about the timing of this tournament is, depending on who the person is, after you get eliminated, you're either just segue into 602 season or segue into Wonder season.
I'm so excited for Wonder.
But yeah, I think we
Is there
should
no
wrap
live?
this up. We should wrap this up. Does anyone have anything to say before? I'm gonna try and see if I can find someone to raid.
Oh,
too.
they're rating Druz.
Yeah, Druz.
Druz?
When's the next
alright.
match? What's next match?
Next match. What the? Let me look. I can. The next one that's scheduled under commentary is Time Mondo versus Hardcore tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you for having me in this tournament again. I just gotta say it was fun with all the chaotic stuff. I mean, all the modifiers. It's cool. It's a cool concept.
Yeah, yes, sir. It is a cool concept. Hopefully, season 4, you can come and make more waves. Maybe different people could get past round 1. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that.
Hopefully,
Yep.
in season 4 of the tournament, we could potentially have a third match against each other where we race in chess.com any percent.
Down.
That'd be funny.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up by rating Druz. I think he's doing 242.
Yeah, 242.
Yeah, he started 242 very late, but he is in the midst of 602 season, so we're gonna go show him some love. Thank you to Ghost again. He left because he had to go eat dinner, but Ghost, for helping me with comms. Sometimes it was a little bit stale, but he kind of helped. And GG's to both runners again, and thank you to Aria for restreaming. So yeah.
Yeah. See
Thanks
y'all
again.
later.
Peace out. Bye.
Bye.
You just sat in bed with your cat and your lap the whole time. Based. All right. Peace out. Bye.
Waiting. That was, give it. That was really fun. I can't lie.